Hello, everybody. What's up? It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. How you guys
doing? Not bad, man. Not bad. How about yourself?
It's Tuesday and
yeah, man. We got some awesome folks here. Awesome folks. We got Mark Middleton from Gray Brothers in the house, ready to talk about his campaign. What's up, man?
Not too much, man. The last time I was on your show, I said it, and I'm going to say it again. That has got to be one of the most badass intros to any of the streams that I've been on.
Right?
I love that intro, dude.
Appreciate it. It's it's a little something to pump people up and get them going.
Oh yeah.
We got David Feed here from Red Eyes 2. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. It's like 3 a.m. around here, but that's fine. Yeah. You have something of also, I saw 2 different dragons. One of them is from the World of Warcraft thing, right?
Yeah. That's shit. You put me on the spot now. I totally blanked out on his name. But yeah, one Smog and the Deathwing. That is it. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna call him Larry. Deathwing's way better.
Only his friends call him Larry. You got to be careful with that.
Exactly.
Hey, Larry.
And of course, we got Vinny here.
Hello, my friend.
Getting ready to launch Shadow of the Kraken very soon.
That's right, January 3rd. So everybody knows.
Hells yeah, everybody get excited. But I'm gonna say hello to the chat. We got Crack Rock in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you here. Pale Rider, as always a pleasure, my friend. Michael Bancroft is here, thanking the Americans for their taxpayer money going out to Pakistanis who are, getting gender treatment. That's always wonderful. Yeah, you're welcome, by the way, Pakistan. What about's in the house? Good to see you too, my man. Always. Ryan Cardinal is here. How's it going, brother? Oh, boy, we got Lord Crackhead in the house. How's it going? Jason Black is here. He wants to know if anyone is wearing pants tonight. No, not actually.
What
counts
as
pants?
Yeah. I mean, it's a fine line. We're not necessarily going commando completely, but no pants. I rarely wear pants when I stream, to be honest.
Yeah, because that opener is so good. I mean, you make a mess of yourself.
Yeah. It's better to just let it spill out on the floor. I got plastic sheeting under the desk. It's all good.
Yeah.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Johnny Cage is here saying y'all are so optimistic tonight. Yeah, it's a very active chat before the show today. Professor Murph's here as well. What's up, man? Good to see you. Check out his book, War Party. It's funding right now on Indiegogo. We got Apollo Patriots here. He says it's been a long time, but hail Greek mythology, and I love my blue Twi'lek women. Hi, mortals. Good to see you, Apollo.
Hello.
Bastardly's in the house. What's up? Hex Allen is here. Good to see you, man. Rich Cook is here as well. Awesome. Mogwai Centurion is here. Great to see all you people. Edwin the Ace is here as well. The Ace will be launching soon. I think that's also launching in January. I think it's toward the end, so stay tuned for that. We got Addis here. Addis says no one is a fan of their balls sticking to leather seats. That's true. That's the one downside.
And mesh leaves those imprints.
Definitely.
Trick is to put a towel down.
That's right.
Well, sometimes it's so powerful it just soaks right through the towel. So that's why I go with the plastic.
Oh wait, we're still talking about sitting there in streams. Okay, never mind. I was thinking something else. Always put a towel down.
Thinking of a different stream. I don't know.
Yes. Be a gentleman for those women. Put a towel down. And you can get a pillow for them too. They enjoy it.
Pale Riders requested we pause the stream. Can't do that. I'm sorry. But yeah, just make that drink quick. I know you're a master by now, so you can do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there was some, I don't know if I would call it earth-shattering, but some pretty shitty news today. And I think you probably all are aware of it. Your boy Zach and Mark Wade have mutually decided to voluntarily dismiss the lawsuit, which, a lot of people are very angry about, understandably so. And there's not a whole lot of information. There probably isn't going to be a whole lot of information, seeing as how it's a legal matter. But this is because of Mark Wade's tortious interference in your boy Zach's deal with Antarctic Press. At the time we were told this is the drive. This is the time. This is the event we have to stand up for. So to see it just be unceremoniously dismissed like this is very disappointing, to say the least. Thoughts?
It's been going on for over a year and a half now. This.
I think it's well. I mean, before it started, there was a good bit of this going on before there was ever a lawsuit filed.
Right.
I think this is going on damn near like 3.5, 4 years at this point. Because I think this all got started in late 2017, if I remember correctly, maybe early 2018. But yeah, it's been a long time, and I understand that lawsuits are very drug out. They're very long. They're very stressful. But by the same token, you kind of asked for people's money to make this thing succeed. And there's $146,000 worth of people who are very upset right now.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah,
Yes.
that money is going to be going to legal fees, and anything that's left over is going to be going to charity. So says this statement. But
Charity.
I mean, it's charity. Yeah, it doesn't specify the charity.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what charity they're going to be.
Yeah, don't tell me it's going to be some sort of a bailout program for Antifa. That'd be...
Oh God, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. That thought didn't even enter my mind. But holy shit, yeah.
How infuriating!
Okay.
Good lord.
That would be very infuriating. My guess would be you're never going to find out what the charity is.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm guessing everything that we're going to know about this is listed right here in this tiny ass little statement. Yeah, I think this. I mean, really, like honestly, there's a lot of people saying, "Well, don't get all pissed off about it. Don't ask for refunds and all that." And I don't support asking for refunds on books or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if people want to vent about this, people donated to this. This was a call. They were told, it was beaten into their fucking skull that this is the cause. This is the time. And if you need to donate to this, you need to make a statement here. And the statement ended up being, well, yeah, never mind. So I understand why people are pissed off.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been making videos for. I mean, I saw right now that my contribution for Jawbreakers was in April 2018.
There you go.
And since then, almost every video he's been, putting it out that, yes, donate to this cause. This is the cause. Every single video he's been doing for 2 years now. And it does a lot of videos, like 3 a day. And now it ends like this. Like, yeah, of course people are going to be pissed off as hell,
They have every right to be. Praising these people is insane. I'm sorry. This was all nonsense from the beginning, whatever this was. And again, this was what started the movement, so to speak, in a big way, right? Everyone got behind them, and now he's throwing in the towel. All that money, to me, it's asinine what all this is. And again, what does it say for all of it? Should we have all just stuck to what we were doing anyway? Is it independent? This is just an independent movement. I don't know. This is. It just looks bad all around, and I think I don't know. Maybe he should sue himself for torturous interference because literally he's got that campaign going, and he just, he screwed himself on it.
I wonder. I mean, if the thing did go to trial, or did it not? I mean, all these funds, did he pay a lawyer? Was he having a lawyer? I mean, where did this money go now? That it just
Yeah, there were absolutely lawyers involved throughout the entire process, and I'm sure it was expensive, but just the fact that they're saying any remaining funds will be donated to charity means there's more than likely remaining funds, which means the funds were not depleted, which means maybe it just means I was getting close to going into my pocket, and that's not happening. I don't know. That's speculation.
Yeah.
But it's all speculation because when you don't issue a clear statement and you don't tell people who were depending on you what happened, and it's just, we mutually decided to voluntarily dismiss it, obviously there's going to be a ton of questions, and I don't think those questions are going to cease anytime soon. Mm-hmm. And I think I think it would probably serve him well to there's up here it says we have a confidential agreement, right? And have no interest in continuing this dispute until the public or in the public arena or anywhere else. So it's probably part of that confidential agreement that they don't talk about it publicly, that there won't be live streams, there won't be any other statements. So I think people are just going to be left wanting answers and getting none, which is a giant slap in the face and kind of a big fuck you, to a lot of people who put their hope and their their faith in in this event.
I'm with Wookiee all the way. No books, just drama. Fuck that.
Look, if you're referring to the stream, yes, there will absolutely be books in just a moment. We're just covering the news of the day, brother. So relax, calm your hairy tits. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Because you can disagree with the gays agenda, but it just makes you a not Z. Close enough.
Yeah, like people wanted to support your voice act. They did not want to support, Mark Wade. And now if they take an agreement together, a mutual agreement with all that money is now basically helping this Mark Wade decision.
Well, I know Mark Wade had a GoFundMe of his own. I don't know if his was depleted or, obviously nobody knows anything except for what was released in this tiny little statement.
Yeah, and at this point, who cares? It's just we just made a comment on how most fans have been reacting towards all this stuff. That's all this really was. But yeah, again, it's their business. They're going to do what they're going to do. Fine, whatever. Fans and everyone else, they have a right to back or do whatever they want regarding those books and projects. What I know is here with everyone that we've been streaming with on my channel and your channel, on other people's channels, we're about the product. We're about the fans. We want to get more books out there. We know Sunstorm is fulfilling. I got a series of books that have been out and, nonstop, over 2,000 books delivered. We have other great creators here who've done some similar stuff. They got their projects going, and that's what matters. That's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about all these stupid little fucking drama statements and everything else and infighting bullshit that everyone likes to do. It should be about the books and about the fans, period.
You are correct. And Wookiee Supremacy is correct. And yes, you are correct. Sunsworn is fulfilling right now. If you haven't backed this awesome space epic, do it now, man. It's a novel. It is not a comic book, but a comic book is in the works and coming very soon. Did not want to launch that until all these books are fulfilled. So we're actually one full Sunsworn experience away from breaking that 15K mark. And that'll be very awesome. So thank you everyone who contributed to this. We appreciate you. Very, 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 very much, and all the excess funds that were gained through this campaign will be going to the next campaign, not to a random charity.
We were saying this off air, and I really hope that's true. That it doesn't go to some sort of bailout, BLM or Antifa, charity. That'd be like the last, I don't know, nail in the coffin.
I think everyone's going to throw their computers and their devices out the window if that happens.
No, yes, do not do that. That shit costs money, and it's your money, and you've already given enough money.
Yes.
Don't damage your own property if you get angry. Okay, just I don't know, go out and hit a tree with a stick or something.
I think the most frustrating thing about this, though, is that at the end of the day, Wade can't say anything. Richard can't say anything, but Wade has a lot of friends in the industry still, and he probably still talks to them, and he's probably told them what's happened. So I mean, they're going to be able to talk about it. They're going to be able to say, oh, he won, look, Comicsgate, whatever. But Richard's not going to be able to say anything. He's not going to be able to, and he has connections, and obviously, people we're talking about it, but we have no point of reference from any of this.
Well, the pissing contest is irrelevant at this point. It seriously is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's whatever. Oh, he interfered. Okay. The other one fought back. Wow, whoop-de-doo. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be about the books. It's not supposed to be about these people who are fighting. I know a lot of creators and the people, they jumped onto this movement because what it was supposed to stand for. So if someone who kind of headed it decided, all right, now it's time to give it up. That says a lot about them, not about the other creators, right? So again, it's his business. He wants to stick with whatever he's gonna do. Or again, we don't know what was involved, and at this point, I don't give a shit either. Let's just continue to get great product out there and be there for the fucking fans and for the creators. Mic drop.
I absolutely agree. And there's a reason I don't, you're not going to see me promoting a lot of the bigger guys, mostly because, they have a huge platform. They don't need me. I'm mostly here for the smaller creators, and there's a lot of small projects out there that are not getting the attention they deserve. So that's, I'd always steer people in the direction of small creators because, there's a lot of people who are not getting attention who have really great ideas and really great books. And I just, I would like to see more people platform them. I know the mantra is, well, make your own channel, build your own audience. Listen, a lot of people have full-time jobs. A lot of people have 2 full-time jobs on top of, if they're an artist, they're drawing their own book. Not everybody has time to YouTube, so I don't have
charm or like if English is not your first language, that also makes it a little bit difficult. You have to think.
Yeah, man. And there's more and more of that coming in as well. And yeah, I don't have a huge platform, but it's absolutely available to smaller creators with good projects. By the way, there's, I'm not going to sit here and claim that there isn't any, half-assed projects out there, but there's plenty of people who are doing really good work. And that's what we're trying to showcase here.
Exactly.
Power Rider says, I'm starting a GoFundMe to keep me loaded. I promise to donate any leftover to backing Sunsworn and Pirate Booty. Well, that sounds like a noble cause.
That's amazing.
Go ahead and drop that link every 10 seconds in the chat.
We love you, Pale Rider.
We absolutely do. But David, since you're up super late, you might want to tell us a little bit about Red Eyes 2 and maybe what's going on with Red Eyes 1.
Red Eyes 1. Oh my goodness. This was supposed to be, so Red Eyes 1 was supposed to be fulfilled in November, but everything's gone way later because of the Corona things and stuff like that. Right now, so it is going to be fulfilled with a Secret Door Fulfillment. That's John Mallon's company. And he already sent everything to the how do you call it, the mail place where they'll be sending it out. We got like the tracking numbers, and I was checking them like almost every day since he sent them. And I had a little bit of a freak out because some of the books were, stuck in the city of Fowlerville for a couple of days. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? This is and then who was it? Donald DeLay was saying something about media mail that people had to pay extra, like the backers had to pay, and then I was freaking out even more. I was like, John, I don't know what media mail is. Like in Switzerland, we don't have that. And then I hear all this bad stuff, and I'm like absolutely freaking out on a Sunday. And of course, John cannot do anything on Sunday, So Monday he went there to check all the packages, and he told me everything's sent except for 5 packages are still waiting approval, as he said. It's the thing. And then right now it's only 3 packages waiting approval, and the rest are on their way now, finally. And the international packages, they're in a carrier facility in Chicago. They're also, I suppose they're waiting to have like a decent, package to be flown out or something like that. That's what John explained to me.
They get sent to a fulfillment center if they're going to be going overseas. If you use something like stamps.com or something along those lines, it's whatever where it is. So it's in Chicago, I guess, where he's doing it. So it's all going to be, they're all sent there. And then, it's going to be a big shipment that goes out. But I got to tell you, I've been using media mail. Like I said, I got over 2,000 books out the door into people's hands. I haven't had any issues with media mail, just so you know.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that helps, relieve a little bit of tension.
Yes. Well, John has been fulfilled 2 really big campaigns as well. So that also, but like at that moment when I started hearing all this stuff, I'm like, what the hell is going on? What, the backers are gonna have to pay more? No, come on. So no, I'm more calm now. But I had a little bit of a freak out this Sunday. Well, other than that, campaign 2 is live. So there's like a chance to get the first book there as well.
Oh, cool. And by the way, Pale Rider, I apologize. I did not realize you were such a huge deal in Japan. My bad.
Mr. Pale Rider
Nice.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take this down and bring it back up and play the trailer quickly.
Mhm.
And yeah, then we'll get into it just a little bit more. Hopefully my computer doesn't freak
Comic
out.
reader. Comic readers, fantasy fans, I'm your host David Feet, bringing you Red Eyes 2. Faring Fair Son of the General is on a mortal quest. After escaping elite hunters and fighting off mercenaries, surely things will be fine for our heroes. Red Eyes is back with more pages, action, monsters, a new Ashcan, and new entries in the Sexy Monster Girl Bestiary, only on Indiegogo.
Oh, sexy monster girl.
Very short and sweet, the introduction. So yes, so Red Eyes is the story of a fellow called Faring Fair. He's the son of a general in an insurrection movement. Their land was conquered by hunters. The bad guys are called hunters. And now they are on a, trying to kick them out of their country. And it's almost like a hopeless fight. So they're doing this guerrilla war, and at some point they find something that could help them win this war. But of course, Mr. Faring Fair, he's kind of a spoiled rich brat, and he screwed up one too many times, and that lands him a death sentence. And as being he's the son of the general, so the general is not having that and intervenes and puts him in a very special mission, in a mission of penance. And the idea is that he will learn from this and come back victorious, or he will find a hero's death for the glory of this insurrection movement. And
Now,
so
how does he feel about a hero's death? Is he okay with that?
Well, it's you can have a death sentence right now, or you could go in this mission, kind of a suicide mission. But of course, there's a very slim chance you come back alive. That's kind of the deal.
Yeah, who wouldn't take the mission in that situation?
So yeah, they go on this mission, and of course, it's going to be a very, very uphill battle to go there. It's Red Eyes is inspired by the Dirty Dozen, and it has this vibe of going deep behind enemy lines. They're not supposed to contact anyone. They don't have any hopes of getting reinforcement, and it's just the 9 of them against basically the whole army of the attack. As a kind.
That might be a little too much ass for YouTube. Let me just scroll on.
The colors are done by me, actually. So I'm still looking for a colorist, but I said, okay, I'll try it myself a little bit and show it here on the campaign.
Nice.
And the lettering is done by myself as well. So if I don't find the letterer, I'll do it myself again. And what else? Well, yeah, it's Red Eyes 2 picks up right where the first book ended. I did not want to make like a cliffhanger ending, so I ended it in like a somewhat conclusion. They have a fight, they have some time to rest, and then the next book picks up right there the next day, as the mission continues. And it's going to have more pages, more action, more characters and monsters and villains, and yeah, we also have this sexy monster girl bestiary, which is exactly what it sounds like. Bestiary, all the different creatures and species and monsters of the world of Red Eyes, only with spicy peanuts instead of the regular.
Is this fellow going to be in the sexy bestiary?
No. Unfortunately not. Mr. Sumo Guy, he's not in the sexy monster. Oh, well, I how do you call it? A draft copy of the Sexy Monster Girl Bestiary. I can show it to you.
Oh, certainly.
Let me get it. Hold on. I'm going to mute myself.
So, Vinny, how far along are you on Shadow of the Kraken at this moment?
Well, I set up the entire campaign, so I'm ready just to hit the live button on January 3rd. But yeah, more than half the book is completed. I've been just focusing on a lot of other things, getting ready for the launch. But yeah, I'm diving back into pages again too. So this thing's gonna be just killer. I can't wait.
Beautiful. I can't wait either.
So this is the draft copy. This is something I did at my place. Obviously, this is not the end product, but this is how it's going to look more or less.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice. You know what? That gives me it kind of gives me a Ravenloft vibe. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I'm not familiar with that. But yeah, we call this affectionately the Raven Girl monster, sexy monster girl.
That's a beautiful cover, man.
Yes, it is.
Oh yes, this illustration was done by a guy called Guardino, who is the guy who's doing all our covers, and he really nailed it. It's pretty dark,
Beautiful.
but it's like I really like it.
Yeah.
So it's going to have like a map with the locations of the different species, and the page where you can find them, index, a little bit of the story of Red Eyes, and then it gets right into the sexy monster girls and a little bit of an explanation of how these species work in this universe. And then we call this the Borat Dryad sexy monster girl. Like the shapeshifters and so forth and so on. We will have a sexy goat man. It's not only sexy goat.
Yeah.
But at the end, we included the sexy goat girl in the final version. That as praying mantis, sexy monster girl, and so forth and so on.
Nice.
And this is my favorite, by the way. The kind of siren killer whale, sexy monster girl.
That's nice.
Yeah. And this is my second favorite.
Can't see that.
Most of them are kind of sexy, but covered and everything. And I said, okay, one of them has to be more really,
A little bit extra.
little more than sexy.
There's some,
a little bit of an extra for the lovely backers.
but
That looks beautiful. I love how that's laid out. That's really cool.
that was for educational purposes in case. So
Exactly. We have to find out how the species work and how they the breastfeed. That's why we have to show a little bit of the
Right.
Yeah. It's just science.
It's just
People,
for
all right.
medical purposes. Come on, guys. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Calm your tits, YouTube.
All right. Yeah, Pale Rider for sure, man. Yeah, original Ravenloft was indeed the shit. Those maps were awesome. It's a campaign setting in Dungeons and Dragons for anybody who does not know. Yeah, Ravenloft was awesome. Hex Allen says the Borat could use a mustache. Johnny says, "What a sight to see." Apollo Patriot says, "Free milk."
Free nipple. Free the nipple. Anyway. So yeah, the campaign includes, of course, the feature perk is going to be, the Dungeon Master perk 2. It's the comic, a new Ashcan, and a new edition of the Sexy Monster Girl Bestiary, which is going to have, a little bit more pages, new Monster Girls, and a new Ashcan of a new project that we are working on, a sci-fi story this time. Because the first book, the Ashcan, was a preview of the second one. It was this, just like a couple of pages in black and white of the next of Red Eyes 2, basically.
Gotcha.
But you can see right now going live, and now in the second campaign, the Ashcan is going to be of a new project.
Beautiful.
Yep. And of course, you have a second chance to get the first book with a new cover, the second chance cover, I guess you would call it. And then it's the book. The Red Eyes 2 with the normal cover and one cover by your boy, Audi from Xenotype. It was very nice to do a cover for us.
That is
And
cool.
if you scroll all the way to the bottom, if you scroll all the way to the top, you'll see the cover of Audi. That one.
Yeah, that's bitchin'.
He did a nice job with that.
Yeah, I think he really nailed it. And the
Yeah.
thickness and everything.
Yeah, he was in his phase, but he liked using a lot of bold red in cover images and stuff. I know he was fighting with Liam over that, but it works in this because of the colors the other colors he has. So yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Yes. Yeah. The outline of the moon is a bit strong for my taste, but other than that, I think it's amazing.
Mhm.
Especially the thick girl on the right. That's like, yes, I like that.
Yeah, certainly.
David's like a little thicker, a little thicker.
Come on, man.
You dog, you.
Good direction.
more. No, anyway, and and one of the perks is also the of course getting the first and the second one together. Just very short and simple. And the last one, of course, is get the drawn in tier, getting how do you say, drawn in and dying horribly. And one of them is already taken.
Does everyone have to die?
Well, no, in the first book, it was like, come in the book, and because it was the first one, you'll be immortalized. In the
like,
book,
come in the book was a tear?
Sorry?
Come in the book was a tear? Did a power patriot order that tier?
No, there's no coming in the book. But you do, in your spare time with the Sexy Monster Girl bestiary. That's entirely up to you, but...
Translation, get 2 copies.
Just in case.
or a laminator.
Right.
I'm all about conservation,
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, anyway, this one is going to be dying horribly, yes. The 2 fellows are going to be drawn in. You'll have your likeness, and you have maybe a couple of lines, and then they'll die horribly.
Cool, man. So yeah, this is your first 30 days?
Yes, it's the first 30 days.
Yeah, 9 days left in this 30 days, and then another 30. But we want to get these numbers up. Yeah, definitely check out Red Eyes 2. It's funding right now. The link might be in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat because I did not put any links in the description because I am negligent.
Well, I was in a stream with this Mr. Raging Golden Eagle, and he's absolutely right. I think a lot of people are waiting for the first one to fulfill. And I was hoping it would be already at the hands of the backers, which, of course, with this whole Corona, whatever, it's not the case, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can totally understand that people are, like, okay, but let's see if it really arrives the first time.
Yeah,
so I'm very patiently waiting and freaking out a little bit.
No, you'll be all right, man. Yeah, as long as the books start coming in, you'll probably see your numbers start pumping up.
I hope so, yes. But in any case, we already have 16 backers, so I'm very grateful for you, lovely backers.
Heck yes. Hell yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Redcase. I haven't said that. Thank you very much for having me on your show as well. Yes.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, you want to tell us a little bit about Grave Robbers, my man?
Yeah. Well, we're in our second 30 days now. We're getting there. We passed the 50% mark. Before we moved into our second 30 days, and we made it up to about 2,700. And 2 days in, we're already at 28, getting closer and closer to 60%. We're doing really well. But for those that don't know, Grave Robbers is a supernatural book, or a book about supernatural heroes. It's very much in the vein of like a 90s style Midnight Suns, set in the Old West. These are supernatural, bounty hunters with weird powers and stuff like that, and they hunt evil things like demons, devils, witches, ghosts in some cases, and they're all about getting that money. They're about taking out the things that go bump in the night and getting paid for it. So they're not really heroes per se. They're more anti-heroes. They're not bad guys, but they're definitely not afraid to put a hole in somebody. They're pretty badass. As you can see, Amanda there is cutting a dude's head into, I think, fifths. So yeah.
Damn, like this really finds the teleport behind you and slice your head in 5 parts. Wow.
And the book is a lot like that, all throughout. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of chaos. If you like the movie Drag Me to Hell, this is going to be a good book for you. It's definitely up in terms of gore. It's definitely got a lot of blood. We see 2 rockets of our arterial blood spray coming up there. And Amanda's putting her finger through the eyes, like through the back of that dude's head to get his eyes. It's just a fun book filled with a lot of ultra violence, graphic gore, and there you can see just barely she's still got the eye on her middle finger.
Sitting up here nicely.
Yeah, and a spinal cord hanging from the chandelier. It's a fun book. It's got a good sense of humor to it, but it's a serious story about the 3 grave robbers going to an old mining town called Hellhole, and they run into a satanic cult who's also looking for something similar to what they're looking for. So they butt heads pretty hard. It's
satanic cults are always fun.
Well, I hear that you make more money running it, but you have more fun being in it. So I don't know.
I mean, when you're running numbers, it's never that fun. It's more fun to just be out there and taking part in the morbid, disgusting things.
Well, you look at Charlie Manson. He died in prison, but he had he had a lot of money coming in from all those people coming in and giving him all their stuff.
Don't join any bizarre cults. Back these projects instead.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, the only cult you should be joining is the gays community.
There you go. There you
They
go.
have to save that conversation. It went off the rails.
Yeah, a little bit. It started getting weird.
Everyone having a great Christmas? Satanic cult.
Getting excited and not paying attention which direction I'm going.
These cultists have Christmas wishes too, Vinny.
Right.
You're being a little insensitive towards cult members.
Oh my God.
Do they also write to Santa?
Not to Santa. It's spelled a little differently.
Why is the N in the wrong place? I don't. That's weird. But yeah,
Correct, Johnny Cage. Correct.
Yes.
I think we're a hat group from what I've been reading. I don't know.
We are a hack group, but Red is the leader of a special kind of cult. It's not a satanic cult. There's a big difference between them, but just
No, definitely not satanic. Just a little, a little perverse. That's all. Just a little, just a touch. Just a bad touch.
We did
perverse.
start talking off this stream without wearing pants, so
Mhm.
there's a little bit.
I don't subscribe to the notion that that's perverse.
Hey, I'm not saying it's wrong either. I'm just saying it could be interpreted that way.
Correct.
No.
Listen, if I wake up and I don't have to go to work, I am not putting pants on all day. That's just how I roll.
I'd say you're a man after my own heart, but that feels like it'd be a weird thing to say. So I'm just gonna
Maybe a touch.
little too far. It's too far. It's too far. Let's focus back on grave robbers. Get back on track.
Let's.
You said it.
No, it's never too late to turn it around, Vinny.
I didn't say it. I said I was going to say it. I was putting it in parentheses, but in like verbal tone. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just go back to the campaign. Let's just
We'll circle around back. A little bit before the Satan thing.
Yeah, move it back around.
Circle around to the backside.
Yeah, so Grave Robbers, it's a fantastic book. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun making it, and little tiny things like the middle finger with the eye. When me and Passion were planning out the pages, it's just stuff like that would come out. Like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if like she was flipping them off with an eye on her middle finger, and just stuff like that. We had a good time, and I think that really came out on the pages, and I think people are gonna love it.
Cool.
Just a hair, Johnny. Just
yeah, just a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. We turned it around before there was any penetration.
That's true. And we've got avatars on their screen, so there's no eye contact, which is really an integral part of it. But so yeah. We've got some great characters too. Big Dick Murphy. He's the leader of the grave robbers. He's kind of a werewolf kind of thing going on. It's like the Hulk meets a werewolf. He was infected by a Navajo skinwalker witch. When he killed her, her blood got into his like wounds, and it infected him. And just the tip of Big Dick Murphy. That's what I'm giving you. You'll get the rest when you read the book. But
Hashtag just a little guy.
just a bit. But yeah, so
does that increase in size with the transformation?
He does actually. He does. He's bigger and hairier. But
now, if he grooms down there, does it? Is it noticeable in werewolf form?
I
that he's
imagine
actually groomed, like it's a little shorter. It might be stubble, maybe.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Like it would be a little less hairy there. Yeah. It'd be like the bottom of a dog's stomach. How they
oh, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's get you guys focus on some really horrific things while I try to sell you my book.
All right.
Rich Cook is interested in the skinwalker aspects. Let's stick to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, skinwalkers are they're Navajo folklore legend. So like they're witches who are able to transform into different animals and different people, I think, and they did a lot of sacrifices. So I wanted to incorporate them because they're pretty cool. They're interesting. So I wanted to incorporate them a little bit into the book. And the skinwalkers in my universe literally wear like skins. Like they don't have skin of their own, so they skin things like wolves, coyotes, people. And they kind of take on monstrous forms of those when they'll transform into those things when they're attacked or when they want to attack. So
there's a sick part of me that was hoping you would add people to that list.
Well, no, they do. They definitely do. Yeah, they skin people and they'll put on. That's actually what happens with Big Dick is that she's been killing people in town and skinning them, and his wife, or I'm sorry, his son was one of the ones that was killed by her, and his wife killed herself in the process. Because of the grief of losing her son. So he goes to get revenge, and he finds her in a cave, and he kind of tries to kill it while at the same time it's trying to kill him. And it turns into like this monstrous creature who, it's like this giant werewolf creature. And by shooting it several times in the chest and then, in the head, he's able to stop it. But, its blood gets into his wounds. So it infects him as well. And that's why he turns into a werewolf.
I gotcha.
That'd make an amazing prequel story, him having to fight this giant werewolf monster that may have also the the skin of his own son. No?
Yeah, it would definitely be really cool to write that and to put that in. I'd love to put that into another comic or into like if I get it to do multiple of these, which I would love to do. I'd love to be able to put like backstories because I have backstories for all of these characters, just about as in depth too.
Yeah, that's one thing that really impressed me last time you were on is just how well thought out all of these characters and the story in general is.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this. I wrote the original script I think 3 years ago, and I've been kind of searching around for an artist ever since, until about a year ago when I met Passion for Drawing, and he did some commissions for me, and it was pretty cool. And we got to talking about the characters. He read the script, and he just, he just really liked it, and he liked the characters. So we got to talking about him doing the book, and there he is on that page getting his head cut off. So he drew himself in on the left there, getting his head cut off, which I thought was just hilarious. But it's a cool book, man.
He gave himself too much hair on the top of his head.
I hear people keep saying that, and I'm not going to say it because I want him to keep writing my book or keep drawing my book. But I've heard people keep saying that.
But you told me you had this subtle on. Never mind.
You know what they say. Everyone can't be wrong, right?
Well, I'm only teasing.
I'm not
You-
gonna say anything. I'll
Yeah.
just let it ride. So anyway,
See, I knew it was true. No, I'm kidding. That I wanted to break his balls a bit because he was being a little bit of an ass on my channel. So.
oh, was he? Yeah, he likes to go into people's channels and troll a little bit. He likes to poke some fun. So
It's classic Eeyore, is what it is.
yeah. Well, I was on a stream. I don't remember whose stream I was on, but I was saying something about how, we've really gotten to know each other really well and how we've gotten to be pretty close friends doing this book. And, it was a lot of fun. And he called me gay. In the chat, he called me gay.
That's how he rolls.
That's just uncalled for.
You're paying me to do a book? Oh, wait, I asked to go on someone's channel. I'm there. Let me be a dick. That's like, really, pal?
I'm gonna play the trailer for this before we get off on a passion for drawings a dick tangent. Enjoy.
Beautiful stuff.
Oh yeah.
Happen.
Thank
That's
you
gonna be
again
good.
for doing that, by the way. It looks phenomenal, and I couldn't be more proud to have it on my Indiegogo page, man.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Not a problem. Yeah, this campaign looks great. I've always been a big fan, mostly of spaghetti westerns. The John, like the Americanized, more John Wayne westerns, I've never been a huge fan of. I know I get a lot of shit for that, but yeah, just the Western genre. And I don't know if you've ever played or seen anything about Deadlands. It was a role-playing game. I'm just a role-playing game guy, so that's why I relate a lot of things to different role-playing games. But yeah, that was bitching, and this really kind of reminds me of that setting to a degree.
Yeah. I've actually never played that. Passion was telling me about that around the time of us first talking. He mentioned to me Deadlands, and I've downloaded some of the books. I plan on going and buying some of them, but yeah, I mean it's definitely that I would love to play it sometime. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty bitching. The original mechanics. I think since then it's I think there's like a D20 version. There's a Savage Lands version. There's all kinds of different versions of all the games these days. But yeah, the original version, that was really cool. That's the only one I ever played, and it's just, yeah, I loved it. Power Riders dipping out. It's all good, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Later,
Love to see you, brother. Have
Take
a
it
good
easy.
one. Guys is in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. We're just talking a little bit about Grave Robbers, Red Eyes. Yeah, definitely give these campaigns some love. Let's make sure they get funded and go beyond, because a lot of people don't realize the creators want to create. I mean, David, as an obvious example of that, he's already got his next campaign gone. Like, we want to just keep these things going, man. Make more campaigns, and the better these campaigns do, that's the more the creators have to put into the follow-up campaigns. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Spread the word. Like, if you can't back them, if it's not something you're interested in, just spread the word around, throw the links around, make sure people are aware of these projects, because yeah, we got to have each other's backs. Johnny Cage is calling you a nerd. That's okay. It's understandable, and I'll accept that.
Talking about it, backs, wasn't there a pinup of the Amanda character somewhere on Twitter? A very Spicy Peanut.
Oh yeah. Preston Acevedo was the one who drew that. You can actually buy the original art for that on the campaign as well. It was colored by Oliver Lee Pace, and I mean he did a phenomenal job with her. I
Great stuff.
love this piece of art. It's a shame that I got to let it go on the campaign, but yeah, it's fantastic. That'll be on the back cover of every book. People seem to really love this, and I understand why. It's phenomenal. But I was gonna do an alternate cover, a variant, but I decided against it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have the overhead. So I wanted to get this into people's hands, like to get a physical copy of this image into people's hands. So I made it the back cover of the book.
That's cool.
That's awesome, man. Yeah,
I
that
love
is a great piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody check out Red Eyes 2. Check out Grave Robbers. And there's one more campaign we're going to talk about a little bit. That'll be Shadow of the Kraken, launching in January.
Yeah, that's right. January 3rd is going to be launch day. This piece, this whole project is something I've been working very hard on. Much like the Grave Robbers situation, I've been developing this world and these characters for about 3 years now as well. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I got like the backstories down, the locations where I was going to be setting things, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, every single page is going to have this quality, this level of work. They basically look like cover work, all in the interiors. I can't wait to launch this thing. I am itching for you guys to get this book. But yeah,
I know you are, man. You pay attention to the detail that Vinny puts onto these pages. You got the spray here, you got the blood on the sword. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm giving opportunities too, so that we could hit more stretch goals. Because the one thing I didn't do on my other campaigns, since they were all finished and ready to go immediately. So after the 60 days or whatever, as soon as I got my money, I was able to do fulfillment. But on this one, I want to make sure that we have an opportunity for all the backers to get every single stretch goal imaginable. So I'm still I'm working on the last part of the book while I'm going to be running the campaigns as well. So there's a little bit of time, so we could gather up more cash that's going to pay for, again, all the extras that I want you guys to have. So if you're jumping in at the cheapest level, you have an opportunity to get an ash can, bookmarks, prints, all the extras. So that's kind of my approach on this campaign. Again, each one of my campaigns I've done a little bit differently, and I've learned stuff from each one. So on this, I want to make sure, since it's the big number 6 on this one, that I want everyone to be able to get all the cools or all the extras, right? So that's going to be the goal, to push big numbers on this so I can unlock extra awesome things. But yeah, the story, the characters, this world, I really want to make sure everyone gets very invested in them. You're going to see what happens. There is a big journey. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's going to be happening in this book. But yeah, you're going to see the struggle of that world, right? I want it to be more of a traditional kind of pirate story, but with just tons of action, great stories, betrayal, gorgeous locations, a ton of great stuff, plenty to sink your teeth into. Once you see how nasty and evil the villain is, he's going to be somebody. I hope people are going to be rooting to see get taken down, and if not, maybe it's going to be a character they're like, "Fuck you, we want more of him." He's just a twisted son of a bitch. So, but yeah, it's going to be good.
And who doesn't like a twisted son of a bitch?
Right. Everyone's going to have a nice, great story arcs in this book.
Is it gonna be like historically accurate, or is it gonna have some? I mean, because the name Shadow of the Kraken are there gonna be some giant kraken monsters roaming about?
There's going to be a little bit of everything in here, without giving major spoilers away. But this is the first issue, so it's going to be about 50 pages if we hit the stretch goal, closer to 60, maybe 65 pages, something along those lines. But yeah, I'm going above and beyond with all my projects from here on out. What was this? I have to let Vinny know. Let Vinny robbed me after that Through the Woods hardcover came in. Such great quality. Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's again the quality. I try to do the best I can here. I brought Mixum to many people over in Comicsgate and in other little groups as well. I made sure that the quality was super high before I started talking about them. When I got my first copy, a sample copy of one of my books, I was like, this is definitely the way to go. Again, the thickest quality paper, the best cover stock. This one's not going to be hardcover. This is going to be perfect bound. I want to try to reserve those hard covers for like more of like completed stories. Like Through the Woods was a completed 3-issue miniseries. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But this is going to be an ongoing series as well. This pirate book. So I talked a lot already. So
oh, good. Yeah, we're going to share the trailer with the good people. And this is some more eye candy for you. You can check this out, and this is some more stuff that you can look forward to in this book. Cool beans. Yeah, everybody definitely sign up for Shadow of the Kraken. Grave Robbers and Red Eyes 2 are funding right now. Go check those projects out. Spread the word about all these awesome projects. Just want to thank everybody for coming into the chat, being present, just spreading the word about this stuff, and just generally being the coolest chat around. So we appreciate you guys. And just to give you a little taste of what's coming, Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance, the mailing list will be launching very soon. I'm working on that project with Carlo Tornielli. It's going to be an awesome comic, man. It's going to be some different things this time around. I will let you know more as things progress. But I just have a working trailer for that right now. This is not the final product, but we're going to take you out on that. Thank you all for being here, and we'll catch you on the next one.